Cyberpunk, I think, is an RPG. However, in the game, there is a certain weapon class that I find intriguing, perhaps even alluring, if you could say that, which made me think of a good challenge. Can you beat Cyberpunk 2077 with only dildos? Of all the weapons in the game, I will be choosing quite literally a pair of dicks. I'm not joking, there are 2 dicks in the game that you can grab and use for your amusement in Night City, but as a weapon. To be blunt, I will be investing in body to increase my blunt weapon damage, since the dick I'll be using is considered a blunt weapon. With many types of weapon classes excluded, and my mind only set on one thing, I came across my first challenge, the difficulty. I chose the more mature option and picked hard. Next was the character creator. I need to choose. What kind of person is the most able to handle a penis? I thought long and hard, and went with the easier option, male V. Since he would be more experienced with this kind of situation, since he grew up with this weapon all his life. Even as a young lad. Don't make that sound weird. God. Anyway, I thought about if maybe I should let V have his own blunt weapon, but I concluded that 2 was more than enough for one lifetime. Anyway, I put all my points into body, and the real game began. V threw up after the thought of what he's about to go through, or just his shit job. I don't know, I'm unemployed. I got a call from some guy about something I don't care about, and went to see my supervisor. He called me on the way to his office, but I was too scared to answer him. That's gonna be a running theme in this challenge. My character is very shy, only until he gets his weapon of choice. He may come out of the closet and reveal his true sexuality to the world of seemingly infinite sexualities. Anything's possible in 2077. After the elevator, I got a little jiggy, went in, and talked to Mr. Jenkins. What a dumb fucking name. He was watching a meeting of some people doing things, and then they all died. I think Jenkins infected their minds with some of my videos. Weird. Old man Jenkins slipped me some eddies to go flatline some gonk, and went to go chat with my choom before I dumped it to my AV. That was English. I got a good view of Landfill City before heading out to the club to see Jackie. My life coach called me, but I was super shy, and just let him sit there. Who needs a life coach anyway, when you have Diet Coke and Staples at your disposal? I had arrived, and 3 very nice young men asked me where I worked to get such a nice AV. I replied with the cold steel that are my hands, and absolutely dunked on their asses. I met with Jack while listening to some terrible fucking music. Don't worry, I won't subject you to that. And some ugly Arasaka guy walked up to me, threatened me, robbed my ass for my eddies, and asked for my shard. I was too much of a pussy to do anything, so I handed it over to him. Jackie told them to leave, and surprisingly they left. Wow, what a great guy Jackie is. I can't wait to be BFFs forever with him. Then some lame montage played, where it showed me already failing the fucking challenge! What the fuck, CD Projekt Red? I thought this was an RPG, not some dumbass first-person shooter. Anyways, after my absolute dread of a failure, me and Jackie were on a job, and the real game began. Here comes my first actual challenge. I can't hurt any of these guys in this section. I don't have a dick on me, so I can't do damage to any of them, non-lethal included. So I did what would work best. Get my buddy Jackie to carry my ass to victory. One small issue. Jackie barely does damage, and gets hurt pretty bad. I did what Corpo V would do, and removed myself from the situation, closing the door, and making it look like a Looney Tunes off fight.
This is more accurate Corpo V. It's just like, you do it.
At some point, I thought he actually died in this mission, but he got back up and fought valiantly. Jackie killed one guy, barely, and got torn to absolute fucking shreds by all of the scavs, and died again. At this point, I decided and said fuck it, and put it on easy. Jackie stood out in the open and somehow still killed everyone, including the boss, in an animation I had never seen before. I forgot to mention before, but I used the Reboot Optics quick hack. If you think that invalidates the challenge, I don't care. I'm helping my boy Jackie out. We went to see Sandra. I had to skip all of this because her tatas were out, and we left. An interesting turn of events. I went to go get some hot sauce for a snack that I was going to eat. Since I thought nothing was going to happen during our car ride, I was horribly wrong. I'll let the clip play out. throw my trusty explosive shotgun and down. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
Shit.
Wait, what happened? Wait.
Sorry, V. It's okay.
What did happen? What?
Let's just focus on.
Wait, what?
It's over?
What was... Did I shoot anybody? I inadvertently succeeded in the challenge by doing quite literally nothing and getting a snack. I jammed out a bit to my favorite song currently as me and Jackie got back to Watson and go to my apartment. I caught some Z's, was let out into the open world. Act 1 started, and the real game began. I got some deets for a job from Jackson, petted a sweet Bakaneko, went to go see my chiropractor. He missed my back a bit, but I ended up with Windows 10 for my new software. I was still on XP. What an upgrade. After that, I met with my favorite rapper, Rick Ross. He devised a plan for me to get Windows 11. I instantly refused. Jackie talked me back into it, and I had a very important piece of information about a Militech agent. This woman, Meredith Stout, is very important. I saw her in a vision when I was a little boy, about how she could help me achieve my biggest dreams, with coming out as a deeply closeted gay man. I called her. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. I actually got a date with her. I couldn't believe it. I saw her in person. Oh my gosh. She was so beautiful, and she instantly called the cops on me. I didn't care. I knew I could talk her into helping me. I convinced her, got so happy, and became her little Pookie Bear. Maybe I wasn't homosexual after all. Anyways, I drove away overjoyed, and met with Jackie to do something that I didn't care about. Me and Jackie walked inside the All Foods factory, and met the friendliest homeless people I've ever met. This guy kept pushing me. I don't know, maybe he was just nervous. I then realized it was the copious amount of fentanyl that he was taking that made him this way. I declined his offer for his fentanyl, and he got really mad, and the shooting began. I probably should have mentioned that I used Meredith's virus on these guys, but I want to portray them as, ne'er-do-wells, so to speak. They look like the type of people that would steal your lunch money. Now, I ran into a huge, monumental, gargantuan problem. Royce. This guy is a boss. That's it. Usually bosses in video games have a larger health pool than most normal enemies. This is bad, when you quite literally cannot do anything to defend yourself. But I had a trick up my sleeve. Jackie. Oh, what would I do without you, Jackie? Probably fucking nothing anyways, because this boss fight took forever! Jackie, even on easy difficulty, does about 1% damage from 3 shots from his dual-wield pistols, while constantly backpedaling, taking cover, not shooting, or getting shot at himself. I did my best to cheer him on in the fight, but I don't think Mr. Jack noticed. After 3 whole minutes, Jackie shaved off about 5% of his health. I got stuck in a hallway, Royce got stuck in the doorway to get out of the hallway, and Jackie went away to God knows where. Thanks, Jack. You're my only hope. Next time went much smoother, with this time taking only 13 entire fucking minutes. What the fuck? I'll spare you the pain by saying that all that happened, that I ran around, took drugs, baited Royce into Jackie, and it wasn't fun. But it took me only 2 tries. Thank the Lord. Let's go! We got outside, and I saw my guardian angel. You'll see why she is my guardian angel in around Act 2. I talked to her, talked to Jackie, talked to Dexter, talked to Evelyn, and met Adam Smasher. Man, that's a lot of talking. This game should get rid of it. Like, there's just too much. Except for Adam Smasher, though. I had an absolute blast with making him into a YouTube poop.
You look like a cock.
We're gonna be here for a while. I wonder how much of this is gonna go in the video.
I learned where Sony was keeping Windows 11 stored, since I guess they stole it from Microsoft. We went to Dexter and Jada Pinkett Smith to discuss my plan. I very thoroughly went through the plan with them, not skipping a single detail. I didn't ask. Got inside of Delamain, and went to some hotel to chill out. I found a cool bug in my hotel camera, and went up to our new hotel room, since we accidentally went to the complete wrong room on the complete wrong floor, I guess. I don't know, Jackie didn't want to tell me why. We ended up in the penthouse, and I realized this is where Windows 11 was. This was Sony headquarters. Oh my goodness, it was so exciting. The owner of Sony, his bodyguards, and Sony's son came inside the room. I'm just gonna call the owner of Sony, as if it's his name. Anyways, with Windows 11 in our possession, we eavesdropped, and Sony's son asked his dad if he could release Bloodborne on PC. Sony said no, and you can see his reaction to that. Sony's son had just killed his dad over Bloodborne. Do you know what this means? This means that Bloodborne might actually have a chance to release on PC! Unfortunately, Sony's bodyguards noticed this, and we had to halt all production for any PlayStation games. This isn't good. This means we now have no more epic exclusives coming out for the PlayStation 12, since this is 2077 after all. Once it was clear, me and Jack Wellington decided to leave while we still had the chance. I missed the 10-second long QuickTime event, and me and Jackster were in quite the sea pickle. To preserve Windows 11, since it got hurt from the fall, Jackie decided to take the fall and install Windows 11. Better him than me. I'd kill myself if I had to use Windows 11. Now this is the interesting part. I actually got through the hotel very well, and very easily. The only problem was killing this Sony Elite to get his access card. We had to link our PSN account to the elevator. Me and Jack went down, went through the lobby, got deep inside Delamain again, and took off. Adam Smasher had a cool scene, and the dreaded bot chase happened. I already knew this would happen, so I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I shot the drones, and failed the challenge for a second time. I know what you're thinking. This is just a pacifist run. And you're right. It takes until Act 2 to get my hands on any sort of penis. And you'll wait for it, damn it. Okay? It'll be worth it. Jackie saw I failed the challenge, died of cringe, and I had to break the news to Rick Ross. I forgot to call him Rick Ross this whole video. Oh well. Blah blah, you screwed up, blah blah, I shoot you. Rah, Cyberpunk. I then woke up as Keanu Reeves, played a little diddle, and went off to blow up Sony headquarters. I won't lie, as much as I wanted to blow up Sony, it would mean I'd fail the challenge again, which is quite unfortunate. Can't do much anyway. There's the third time I failed, thanks CG Projekt Red. Rogue and I went to Sony headquarters, and she saw a stain on the floor, or a bug, I don't know. She became a contortionist. I completely ignored her. She killed all the guards, and Keanu had some unfinished business. Again, I had to fail the challenge. But here's my cope. This takes place before Cyberpunk 2077. See the title? It says 2077. This is in 2023. This doesn't count since this is a prequel. I don't know. The silver guy jacked off into some terminal and got super Adam smashed before you could even say, dude, what the heck? I'm totally getting Adam smashed, yo. What the barnacles? I failed the challenge for a 5th time because of this fucking cutscene. Tried to get away from the chopper, but got shot off of it. Adam Smasher did his thing, and then I rose from the dead in a landfill. I saw Rick Ross very nicely help me out of the shithole I woke up in. He tried to talk some sense into Sony's bodyguard, and got shot. Poor feller. The Sony bodyguard took me in his possession, got me in a car, and we took off. I took some fentanyl, and once again had to shoot in a car chase. It's like the 20th time so far, I swear. Technically, I didn't kill anyone here though. I did unfortunately damage them, but they ended up crashing. Not my fault if they crashed, they're just stupid people who can't drive. Takamura crashed the car, and I didn't fail the challenge. Thank you for making the choice this time, CG Projekt Red. You idiots. RPG my ass. We got out of there. I got fixed up, with about 30 quotation marks as I can see in the script. Who the fuck wrote this? And had Keanu Reeves talk to me. I was such a big fan until he told me to kill myself.
Stick some iron in your mouth and pull the trigger.
What a douche. I told him to oof himself, and went to go see Takamura again. We talked about our favorite Sony games. I said Crash Bandicoot was pretty good, and then Takamura left after I mentioned that for some reason. I don't know if he really liked that. And Keanu told me his favorite game was Bloodborne. What a surprise. Only boomers like that game. 2015 headass. And now, the most important moment of my life was happening. Something that I mentioned many paragraphs ago. I'm finally about to get my first penis. How exciting. I was so excited about getting a dick that I quite literally sprinted naked to a hotel room where it was being held. The lady from way back, Meredith Stout, amply allowed me to acquire her dick and use it for myself, under one condition. I had to... yeah, I'm not gonna say that. After our little exploration of our bodies, I acquired a phallic object that moved and sounded in a weird way. I got it. I finally fucking got it. I got my first dick. Oh my fucking god. His name was Sir John Fallustiff. What a name. You can tell how excited I was. Yes! Oh my god, I'm equipping that. Get out!
Why do you fuck?
Dude, I have my dick.
Stop with the dick.
After finally getting my dick, I had to go out and swing it on some people. I got into a fight, started swinging my dick around on some thugs, and then I realized it wasn't hard. So I set the difficulty back to hard and restarted the fight. I slammed my dick hard into the ground, causing a massive earthquake. I swung it around some more and killed all the hooligans. It felt so good to actually finally have something to do in this run. It took me hours just to get the first weapon I could actually use and make a build around. I was actually having fun, which lets me give a message to all the 3 people and my homies that will watch this. Have fun with yourself, experiment, and try out new things, like me in this video. This is the first time I've handled one of these things, and I'm already having a blast. This run has made me into a new man. I am coming out as a deeply closeted gay man. But before any of you ask me if I'm gay though, the answer is no. I'm deeply closeted, not gay. Back to the game, I killed some more hooligans with John, went to Lizzo's bar, not Lizzie's bar, since she's my favorite rapper, remembered she quit, got extremely depressed, and left without accomplishing anything. Wakako called me to not kill some 2 random tiger claws outside. I pulled up to the apartment complex to meet some whore, and got jumped by 2 tiger claws. They randomly attacked me for no reason, so I had to defend myself. Plus, I wanted to test out my new toy. I went up to Clouds to talk to some whores, to figure out what happened to the important whore from this place. I forgot her name. I chose to talk to Angel, since he might like my weapon. Realized I had to store my weapon, and for the first time in my life, I missed my dick. I literally had to leave it behind after having it for like 20 minutes. I saw the whore that was going to please me. He started talking all weird, and I said my safe word. I got super nervous. I don't know. The prostitute told me to find some guy called Wood. Might have been a Black Ops reference, who cares? Turns out I had to talk to some other whore named Tom. Stupid ass name. After that, I talked to Woods. Since I didn't have my wiener on me, I had to be diplomatic. I couldn't kill anybody. I gave him some eddies, instantly regretted it, and then he told me I could find someone. I wasn't listening. We got our dick back, and Johnny went on destroying Sony. I also wasn't listening. This game has just way too much talking. They should make it like Souls games, where people don't talk at all. After our little spat, me and Judy went on our way to the chiropractor. 3 innocent men were chill-maxing outside his office, and I accidentally slipped and murdered all of them. Oh well, I thought it looked cool.
Hey, not one step closer.
Woo! That's right! You get him, boy!
What the fuck?
We broke into the chiropractor's room while he was in the middle of breaking someone's back. These chiropractors really suck in Night City. He was holding a floating gun or something. I got spooked, so I instantly interrogated him, learned some stuff, and introduced him to my version of chiropractic. We left. This random girl was sad, and said we had to go buy some gore or something. She liked to watch Live Leak when she was a kid, so I couldn't refuse. The 2 men negotiating noticed my package, and the customer left me with the Live Leak seller. I bought his cool video, slapped him silly, and hopped out of there. We watched the Live Leak video and decided to go to a factory for some reason. I guess the whore we wanted was there. You can tell I haven't been paying attention this entire playthrough. I snuck past the first few guys, slapped a few on the side, got downstairs, and got freaky with all the baddies. I slapped them all like crazy. I don't know what you expect. We found Evelyn. I didn't feel like calling her the whore anymore, and got home. Johnny begged me for a smoke. I declined, saw Evelyn, ignored her, saw some more Live Leak, left to go fight a few thugs and a cyber psycho. After that, I had to go see Rogue and Panam. Before I could, though, I needed to make some dough,
I gotta make
some
some
bread,
dough.
some cash. I decided to accept a random job from a guy that didn't seem sketchy at all. I got to the job site and found an Asian Indiana Jones in a fridge. I guess he got blown all the way to Night City from the blast. I had to carry his sorry ass to a car while slapping guys silly along the way. I may have busted a little too hard, because it turns out I killed him in the fucking process. Restarted, did it all again. I got a sword? Accepted it anyways, and got some smackaroos. I also decided to fight these guys for $1 more. Got smacked, got back up, smacked them again, and then accidentally ran some guy over, restarted the playthrough, did a little side gig, fucked up this guy's car, holy shit that looked cool, fought a few other people, and got 15,000 Eduardos. Instantly went back to Rogue with the money, got a job, unlocked finishers and adrenaline rush I think, drove over to Panam, and crashed so astronomically bad I just left the car there. I met up with Panam while she was standing in a very revealing position. John had to resist himself. While she was standing like this, literally 3 people called me on the phone to interrupt me. What the fuck? She talked to some guy, forced me into her car, and drove me to the desert for some reason. I've always wanted to go to the middle fucking nowhere. I'll skip to the good part.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. Fuck that paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping that kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that be babe, well alright. Tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
Drove up to kill some more guys, and we decided to devise the plan to get an EMP kill streak. I slept next to Panam with another great weapon in the drawer next to us. I wish I could dual wield in this game. I'll also skip to the part where we get to Hellman. On the way to him, I failed the challenge again. I had to shoot these annoying ass drones in another script car chase segment. What joy. Anyway, I died trying to get to the AV and crushed it the second time, I think. I don't know if it took me more than 2 tries. I tried to swing my flesh sword at this guy while holding the hostage, and Panam came in clutch and saved me the burden. I drove absolutely beautifully towards Hellman and got to work showing these men how I work. I got to Hellman, killed his stupid bodyguard, the whole gang pulled up, and then I got to have a one-on-one with Mini Lad. Don't ask me why, but I think he just reminds me of him. I don't know, he looks kind of like him. Plus he looks like the type of guy to diddle kids. Unfortunately, he talked, so I left to talk to Johnny. Got bored of talking to Johnny, so I went to go see Takamura. Got a sick-ass shot with me driving a motorcycle with a dick in my hand. Talked to some guy, went to Jig Jig Street, talked to Wakako again, and parted ways with Takis. I then went to Pacifica to meet up with the Voodoo boys. Nothing really happened, so I'll just skip to the part where I fought everyone at a big-ass mall. This is where shit got real, as the kids would say. Placide got very mad at me for using my dick too much, which makes sense. He doesn't know anything about the challenge. Because, I don't know, he is challenged himself. I started fights I knew I could win, so the enemies cheated. They all wallbanged me at the same time. Had to restart because I hit a guy in the head with a flashbang, and after that, at this point, I was styling on these guys. That was actually so much fun though, holy shit. Which was super fun to go crazy with my weenie. I found the Mini Lad van and started one of the bosses of all time. First round, I will admit, I got clapped. Second round, Yeah, I don't know. She just gave up after I gave her some back shots. She just got lobotomized mid-fight. I am most definitely taking advantage of this. She got clapped, I finished her off, and I went to see the Netwatch guy. I immediately finished him off, then the Voodoo boys finished me bad. I got mad, went back to the Voodoo boys, forgave them I guess, went into cyberspace, failed the challenge again, thanks Johnny, and awoke from the dead, and had a little word with the Voodoo men. I killed them. I killed them all. They're all weenies, and I wanted to exact my revenge. I required my revenge, and Johnny gave me a mental breakdown because I actually got something in life that he couldn't. After all this stupid shit, I went to find another tool for my phallic arsenal. It was to be found on the side of a cliff, held by another man of culture. Unfortunately, I need this guy's dick, and I had to kill him. We had an epic duel over it. I died once, and then beat his ass with my dick, and went to go test out my new toy.
That one duel against, there's he had an arrow in his neck and he tried to pull it out and he dies.
Like, oh, this place sucks then. It was
Thanks for bringing me into this for some reason.
I'm very distracted with what I have to do with this. I then went to meet Takamura, Waki, and Taki, had some lunch, and went to scout out a Sony outpost. I murdered everyone inside. I hacked into something and escaped via the roof. We discussed a plan to crash the parade, and it was up to me to kill some snipers. I tripped a mine, I died. I killed all 3 snipers and fought Oda. I only got hit 3 times by him on hard difficulty, so that's pretty cool. It was a fun fight. Takamura gave Hanako a surprise birthday party. We had to run. Me and Takamura met up with Hanako again, got jumped again, saved Takamura again, and ran away again. And for some reason, I had a shotgun. Okay, game. Hanako sent a doll to tell me that until I destroyed Arasaka Tower, Bloodborne would never come to PC. After hearing that, I keeled over and almost died. But Johnny saved me again. He yapped. Johnny went on a booze-induced escapade. I helped him get his gun and his car back. Went to see his grave, randomly picked the dialogue to see what would happen, since it looked funny, left, and met Hanako at Embers, despite my friend's best wishes. I left because I fumbled in front of the bad bitches, Johnny got mad, I almost died, weighed up on some roof, I guess Johnny took me there, and went to go get a snack. Johnny got annoyed after waiting for so long, so he suggested that I should go to Sony headquarters and get myself killed. And I obliged. And here's where the actual challenge began. On hard, this shit is actually impossible, so I did myself a favor and lowered the difficulty down to normal. With the combined fact that you constantly lose max health, have to deal with hordes of enemies by yourself at dick-sucking range, literally, with the combination of buggy bullshit with the enemies literally completely missing or just moving too fast, with all of them attacking at once, while dealing way too much damage, I couldn't deal with it anymore. And worst of all, you can't quick save, so I'm ultra fucked. However, once I dropped it to normal, I did pretty good afterwards. There were some sections that were much harder than others, but I got through it finally. And ironically, Smasher was the easiest part of the whole run. I had a really good fight with him, and I'll show it real quick. All in all, the entire run through Mikoshi took me around 2 hours to complete. Here's my final run. Yes! Die! Oh, this is good.
Oh shit! Johnny Silverhand.
You actually did it.
I beat Smasher, sacrificed Johnny, went to outer space, and I didn't beat Cyberpunk with only a dildo.